Did you just recently have your heart broken and now your ex is all you can think about? He may have cheated on you, he may have walked out on you, or he may have just plain stopped loving you. No matter what the reason, I'm going to give you the secrets to eliminating your pain, despair, and hopelessness once and for all, and finally be able to break free from the chains of your current heartbreak hell. Break free from the chains of your ex's power over you, making it 100% possible for you to move forward with your life again, full of faith, full of joy, and even full of massive amounts of love and happiness too. And even how surprised your ex will be when he sees you smiling, laughing, and full of life again, making him wonder how you're getting over him so quickly, and maybe even regretting breaking up with you in the first place. Hi, I'm Ellen Smoke, author of Breakups Are a Bitch, but Getting Over Him Doesn't Have to Be. And in this short video, I'm going to show you how to literally erase the painful thoughts and memories you have of your ex-boyfriend or ex-husband that leave you crippled in pain, doubled over in despair, and crying out in sheer hopelessness, no matter why you broke up in the first place. Susan in Seattle says, I feel like I was going crazy after my breakup, especially because my ex left me for another woman. I couldn't think about anything except them spending time together and being intimate. I tried going to therapy, working out, and taking up new hobbies, but nothing worked to get him off my mind. It wasn't until I found Ellen and started using her techniques that I was able to start thinking clearly again and moving on with my life. See, if you're like most women, your relationship and breakup probably followed a variation of the same really disappointing and depressing timeline. You met, you had amazing chemistry that made you feel like you'd died and gone to heaven, like you were the most beautiful, most spectacular woman in the world. You started dating. He took you to some of your most favorite places. Your dates were so amazing that you wished the nights would last forever. The connection that you felt to him was so intense, so unbelievably rare. It was a connection that you had never felt with anyone ever before. It was almost as if you had known each other before, as if you had been together in a past lifetime. You laughed together. You could finish each other's sentences. You may have even cried together too. And when you made love, it was the most amazing experience of your entire life. After you were intimate with each other, sometimes you would lie in bed talking about your dreams, your desires, planning together, making all sorts of promises along the way. Then, one day, everything changed. You started fighting. You stopped communicating. You no longer saw eye to eye. What's wrong, you started asking him. Do you not love me anymore? Is there someone else? Why won't you talk to me? You begged him for answers, but he just grew more and more distant with each passing day. You began to lose your connection along with your sanity. The days grew longer and the nights grew colder. You started to hear from him less and less, and your time together started to dwindle. The man who once adored you, who wanted to show you off to his friends, the man who wanted to give you everything, was no longer that same man. He was there, yet he'd changed. He was distant, and eventually he left. Maybe he was the one to walk out the door. Maybe you were so hurt that you left him first. But one thing's for certain, when he was gone, your heart broke, and with it, so did you. You've cried yourself to sleep night after night, only to wake up feeling worse in the morning, like you can't even get out of bed at all. On the days you're not crying, you feel the most awful anger. Anger that sometimes feels good, but at the end of the day doesn't bring him back, doesn't make up for him leaving you, deserting you, not loving you, not caring for you anymore. And it certainly doesn't make up for him not providing to you like he once promised to do forever. And since you can't seem to stop thinking about him, you're driving yourself crazy wondering what you did wrong to make him stop loving you, what you could have done differently to make him stay, what all of his issues were that made him completely incapable of loving you and staying with you forever. You've been to therapy. You've talked and talked and talked about what went wrong, and you've analyzed it to death. But those many hours in therapy and all the money you've spent doesn't give you the answers you want and doesn't get you any closer to understanding why he left you in the first place. I bet you're now wondering, like so many other women before, what am I going to do? Will I ever stop thinking about him? Did I just lose the one man who will ever truly love me? You feel crazy and obsessed with thoughts about him, who he's with, where he is, and if he's still with that effing woman he left you for. You long for him day in and day out, and you can't completely get over him no matter how much time has gone by. Your days begin to look more and more depressing as you mope around your living room, unable to eat, unable to do anything except miss the touch of the man you love so much. Your misery has gotten the best of you time and time again as you check his Facebook page, call him, text him, only to find more information that just breaks your heart even more. If it wasn't for a bottle of wine and a pack of cigarettes, you'd be in a mental hospital by now. I bet you're still wondering how you will ever be able to rid yourself completely of him, all the regrets, all the memories, and all the moments that trigger you into sadness, hopelessness, and despair. You've tried everything, read everything, and talked to everyone you can possibly talk to figure out how to fully move on, be happy again, and be ready to love again too. To be able to answer that for you, I need to reveal the unintentional yet monumental mistake you're making, without even knowing it, that could keep you in the throes of breakup hell for many, many years, sometimes even the rest of your life. I've seen it firsthand with the thousands of women around the world that I've talked to, emailed with, and coached privately to help them through their breakup. This mistake was being made by all of them, and thank goodness they found me and my revolutionary recovery system when they did. Dear Ellen, I literally thought my life was over when Mark left. He was all I knew and everything I had. I spent months crying and feeling completely scared and hopeless. Thank you for teaching me how to heal myself for real from the inside out. The universe truly blessed me with you and your system. Today I feel stronger than ever before. But I need to tell you something first that you might not want to hear. The relationship with your ex is gone. It's probably not coming back. It's over. And even if he does come back, do you really want someone who is able to toss you to the side? I know it sounds harsh, but it's actually good news. You see, sitting around trying to get your ex back and wondering where he is, who he's with, and if he'll ever come back to you is about as productive as watching paint dry. And if you're out there trying to use every get your ex back technique you're finding on the internet, you're just setting yourself up for more heartbreak, more pain, and more disappointment when you end up back in an unhealthy relationship, giving away your power again, and repeating history. Look, I know you still love him. I know you still wish you were together, but the thing is, you're not. What's done is done, and spending any more time thinking about him and obsessing over him isn't doing you a damn bit of good. Like I said before, my name is Ellen, and not only did I write the book on how to beat a broken heart before it beats you, but I also coach women all around the world who are suffering from a broken heart. I know exactly what's on the internet about getting over your ex, and I can tell you that most of it is total BS. The thing is, you're still in pain, you're still haunted by memories of him, and you're still not over him enough to truly love someone else. I know this firsthand, truly I do. I was dumped by my fiancé, a man that I thought I would spend the rest of my life with, have a family with, and love forever. But sadly, sometimes things don't work out as planned, and instead of marrying the man of my dreams, I ended up being left, having my heart broken into a million little pieces, and watching my hopes and dreams go down the toilet, along with any and all faith I had with the future. As much as it hurt, and believe me, it hurt. In fact, there were some nights that I woke up in a total panic, crying and wailing and drowning in my own despair. Until one night I woke up in the middle of the night and I realized that I had never truly healed from any person that had ever broken my heart. Starting with my father, and then the person who took my virginity, and then the narcissistic man in my 20s, and then, to top it all off, my ex-fiancé, a man I had lived with and loved for almost 5 years of my life. And with this realization, the realization that my heart had been broken so many times and that it had never really healed, it dawned on me as clear as day that time does not heal all wounds, and that, in fact, we women keep moving on with our lives with gigantic holes in our hearts that keep getting bigger and more painful as each disappointing relationship passes us by. So instead of buying into this gigantic myth that time heals all wounds, I decided to do something once and for all as if the rest of my life depended on it, which it did, and so does yours. The rest of your own life depends on you healing your heart for real this time, once and for all, with all the power that you have left, even if it feels like you have none. I'm here to tell you that you do. You do have the power to do this. I healed my heart for real, and so can you. But in order to have any chance at healing your heart for real, you need to do these 3 things first. First, you need to end the painful thoughts that are currently crippling you, and replace those thoughts with hope for the future and faith in finding someone new. Second, you need to make yourself feel love and happiness again, all on your own, so that you can radiate this love and happiness from deep inside your heart, which will attract a man who will love you forever and treat you like the treasure that you truly are. And third, you need to step back into your own personal power and stop letting your ex run the show any longer. You've given him enough of your time and your precious energy in the past trying to desperately make your relationship work out, but it didn't. And if you keep thinking about him all the time, then you're just continuing to give him your power and allowing him to dictate your future. So how do you do all this? Well, as you know, you don't do this by continuing to pine over him. You don't do this by thinking about him and crying about the good old days. You don't do this by calling him because you're lonely and obsessing about where he is or who he's with. And you most certainly don't do this by waiting for time to heal all wounds. You do this by learning how to heal for real. And you heal for real by first deciding to do it, because without that decision, you'll never be able to do it at all. See, change takes two things. It takes desire and it takes action. Without one or the other, you won't be able to change anything at all. You obviously have the desire to change or you wouldn't be watching this video. And lucky for you, I have just the right techniques for you to put that desire into action. Like you, I've been through a lot with men. And just because time goes by, it doesn't mean that you're over it, or that you're healed, or that you've truly moved on. And as you know, as well as I do, old wounds creep up in relationships, and when they do, all hell breaks loose. Once you decide to heal just like I did, then it might come as a shock to find out that you can literally turn your heartbreak around in as little as 5 to 10 minutes a day, and with very short, very specific techniques to help you stop thinking about your ex. As strange as it sounds, using these techniques will have a powerful, long-lasting effect on you from the inside out. Why? Because exercises in this system have been scientifically proven to change your brain. Use this system and you'll be back to your old self again, only this time with more strength, more confidence, and more self-love than you ever thought possible. When you think about how many amazing men are out there just waiting for you to heal for real, why would you waste even another second of your precious life doing anything but healing? When you take my hand today, you'll discover right away how to heal. I'll give you my exact formula to mend your broken heart once and for all, and finally be able to stop thinking about your ex, move on, and be completely free. So, can I promise you that you'll find true love again instantly and live happily ever after just by using my system? Of course not. But what I can promise you is that if you take my hand today by grabbing your copy of the Erase Your Ex Rapid Recovery System and you do what it says, that you'll have a real chance at finding and keeping the kind of love that most people dream of. Marie in Portugal wrote, "Thank you, Ellen, for the gift of Erase Your Ex. I don't think I've ever loved and respected myself, so I ended up with men who didn't love or respect me either. Because of you, I know that I'm going to be able to start dating again with confidence, and that I'll never ever give my power away to a man again." Okay, so if you've watched this video this far, it means that you're a woman who's ready to not let her ex get her down any longer. It means that you're sick and tired of giving him your power. And you can feel in my voice that what I teach in this system really does work. Honestly, it doesn't matter if you broke up with your ex last week, last month, or last year. You've been searching for a way to truly move on, mend your broken heart, and be able to love again in the future. This is the only program like this that will do that and more. I know you've seen tons of other heartbreak websites, but this is the most effective system you will ever find. It's a system that creates massive change, the kind of change that you really want, the kind of change that happens from the inside out. Most of the other advice you're finding out there is trying to heal you from the outside in by telling you to keep busy, fill your time, and wait for time to heal your wounds. But as you now know, keeping busy and waiting for time to heal all wounds is not going to make you feel any better. It's not going to take the pain away, and it's certainly not going to change anything deep down inside of you that will help you forgive yourself and move on either. Let's talk for a minute about your alternatives to using this system. You could go to therapy, which will cost you at least $150 per session. You could sit on a couch week after week telling a therapist all about your relationship and how you can't stop thinking about him, that your breakup is getting in the way of you ever finding and keeping another man, even though you keep meeting men who are sweet and kind and ready to commit. You just don't feel a connection because you haven't given any of them a real chance, only because you're not over your ex. You could go to therapy until the cows come home, hoping that your ex will come home too. And as much as I respect therapy, it isn't action-based, so you could sit there for hours and hours thinking about and talking about your ex and the demise of your relationship, but what the hell is that going to do? You're watching this video because you can't stop thinking about your ex. So why would you go to therapy and continue to think and talk about him all the time? Seems pretty counterproductive if you ask me. Next, you could try to get your ex back, but then you're setting yourself up for disappointment when he says no, that he's already met someone, and that he's still not ready for the type of commitment that you're ready for. With Erase Your Ex, you'll be learning how to really love yourself, learning how to stand in your own power, learning how to set boundaries, and learning how to finally feel your own self-worth, be confident, and attract a healthy relationship. Let me ask you a question. What is the rest of your life worth? $1 million? $1 billion? Can you even put a price tag on it? Or is it in fact worth everything? Years from now, you'll be looking back at your life realizing that you could have done something to stop the pain, take your power back, and heal, just by following this proven system of recovery. Look, I know how much it hurts to lose the person that you love. Truly, I do. But I also know that you are ready to stop thinking about your ex. You're ready to move on with your life. You're ready to heal. And because I want this for you too, I'm going to let you try my Erase Your Ex Rapid Recovery System for an unbelievably low price. The regular retail price for Erase Your Ex is $197. It's still a whole lot less than all the bottles of wine you've been drinking to forget about him, and most certainly a lot less than it'll cost you in love and happiness if you deny yourself the chance to truly heal. But you know what? I know $197 can be a lot of money for most people. So I want to make it possible for you to heal right now, just like you deserve to. And even though I've never given away this system for less than $69, I'm willing to let you have it today for only $47. But only if you're really, really serious, and only if you're really, really ready to heal. Plus, if you act right now, I'll even throw in 4 additional life-changing audio programs at no additional charge. Bonus number 1 will help you answer the most painful question of, was he your soulmate? You need to know the answer to this question to know the significance of your relationship, why it ended, and whether or not he truly cares. Bonus number 2 will blow your mind. It's titled, Why Men Get Over Breakups Faster Than Women. After listening to this audio, you'll understand why your ex has moved on so quickly and why he started dating other women so fast. Bonus number 3, Can You Be Friends with Your Ex? Will put you at ease as you finally understand how to navigate friendship after your breakup and whether or not it's a good idea. Bonus number 4 is called Why You Should Have a Rebound Relationship. I'll explain what a rebound relationship truly is, busting the myth that it's not good for you. So just to add it all up, that's the complete Erase Your Ex Rapid Recovery System of 6 complete volumes, which retails at $197, plus 4 additional bonus audio programs valued at $119, and the ability to fully and completely move on from your ex, which is priceless, for only $47. All you have to do is enter your name and email address below and click the big Add to Cart button. You'll gain instant access to the Erase Your Ex Rapid Recovery System right now. And of course, your purchase is backed by my Heal for Real or Your Money Back guarantee. Order today, and if you aren't totally impressed by this revolutionary system after you follow it and do what it says, then just email me within 60 days for a full refund. The system has worked for men and women around the world, but if it doesn't work for you, then just let me know and I'll give you a refund. If you're still watching this video, it must mean that you're in pain from your breakup or divorce, and it shows me that you're really ready for true, long-lasting change. So do what thousands of other women have done before you by taking my hand and trying my revolutionary system. Just enter your name and email below and click the Add to Cart button, and you'll get the entire Erase Your Ex Rapid Recovery System right now. You can use it for up to 2 months to see if it will work for you, and if you're not happy, then simply send me an email for a full refund. Look, I know you're scared. I know that the future is frightening without your ex in it, but I can tell you from experience and from the experience of every single one of my private clients that it's going to be worth it. Once you take my hand and let me help you heal, that the rest of your life is going to be better. The rest of your life that we decided earlier was worth everything is going to be so much better once you decide to truly heal. So take my hand now and grab your copy of Erase Your Ex for the insanely low price of $47. Really, your only option right now is to heal. Unless you want to do nothing, but we've already covered the fact that time doesn't heal all wounds and that you're dangerously risking the health of not only your innermost self, but the health of your next relationship too, if you choose not to take my hand right now and grab your copy of Erase Your Ex. So please don't do that. Please don't not heal, because I know how terrible that will be for you. I've been there, and I understand how much a hole in the heart can hurt. So love yourself right now by entering your name and email below and clicking the Add to Cart button. You'll gain instant access to all 6 volumes of Erase Your Ex, plus the 4 additional audio programs. You'll get all of it right now. Everything in the system, plus the 4 additional audio programs, are available for instant download and immediate access once you order right now. I want this for you. I want you to heal. I've been helping people around the world, and now with this ridiculously low price, I can help you too. You have my personal promise that this system works. It worked for me, it's how I healed from my ex-fiance, and it can work for you too. So take my hand, enter your name and email below. You have nothing to lose except your broken heart.